Hello, ladies. Look at your man. Now back to me. Now back at your man. Now back to me. Sadly, he isn't me.
Remember this? It's one of the most iconic campaigns in modern advertising history. It saved a dying brand and turned it into a cultural touchstone. How did Old Spice go from your dad's body wash to the body wash? In today's video, we're breaking down a legendary marketing transformation, the Old Spice campaign that had everyone asking, "Don't you want your man to smell like this man?" So kick back, relax, and let's take a deep dive into how Old Spice rode that white horse straight into the viral stratosphere. The year is 2010. Old Spice is, well, struggling. Picture this. Old Spice was that body wash, the one your grandpa and your dad used. It hadn't really evolved, and in a market full of flashy, edgy brands like Axe, Old Spice was becoming a relic, much like the sailing ship on its logo. Its customer base was literally aging out. Not exactly the recipe for success. Old Spice needed to do something drastic. They weren't just fighting a decline in sales, they were fighting irrelevance. And in a world where everything needs to be Insta-worthy, irrelevance is a death sentence. Here's where things get interesting. Old Spice's ad agency, Wieden+Kennedy, uncovered a surprising insight. It turns out over 60% of men's body wash was actually being bought by women. Yep, women were the real decision makers in the men's grooming aisle. So instead of talking to the consumers, the men directly, why not talk to the customers, the women who were really buying the product? But here's the twist. They couldn't make the ad feel like it was for women. It had to entice women, but also make men feel like they were in on the joke. Enter Mustafa, the man your man could smell like. The plan: appeal to both genders in one shot. The brilliance of this campaign was the balancing act. The idea was to create an ad so over the top that it appealed to women's fantasies, but also gave men something to aspire to, without taking itself too seriously. The Old Spice guy wasn't just any guy. He was a man so manly he could ride horses, command attention, and make you breakfast, all while smelling like adventure in a bottle. The message? If you use Old Spice, you'll smell like this mythical, perfect guy. It was aspirational, absurd, and hilarious, all wrapped in a single unforgettable monologue. February 2010. Old Spice drops "The Man Your Man Could Smell Like" during the Super Bowl, and boom, instant sensation. Mustafa, delivering lines faster than you can say, "I'm on a horse," managed to turn a soap commercial into the water cooler moment of the year. But Old Spice didn't stop at TV. They took the campaign online and did something no advertiser had really attempted before: personalized responses. Over the span of 2 days, Mustafa filmed 180 personalized videos responding to tweets and comments from fans, influencers, and even celebrities. The engagement was insane. Old Spice essentially rewrote the playbook on how brands could interact with consumers online. In the first week alone, the ad racked up 50 million views on YouTube. Talk about going viral before TikTok even existed. So why did this campaign work so well? Let's break it down. First, humor. The ad was just funny, ridiculously so. It didn't try to take itself seriously, and that made it relatable. Second, shareability. This was peak YouTube, and Old Spice nailed it by giving people something they wanted to share. Plus the whole real-time engagement thing with the response videos. Absolute gold. And finally, Mustafa. He played the character perfectly, striking the balance between self-aware and utterly charming. He was a meme before memes were a thing. The impact? Let's just say Old Spice went from zero to hero. Sales of Old Spice body wash skyrocketed 125% in just 6 months. The campaign won every advertising award you can think of, including an Emmy. But more than that, Old Spice became part of the cultural zeitgeist. The ad was referenced on late-night shows, parodied in movies, and memed across the internet. Mustafa even reprised his role in follow-up campaigns, cementing his status as a pop culture icon. Old Spice didn't just create a one-hit wonder. They strategically built on the campaign's success. Why? because they knew that in a competitive market, staying top of mind is crucial. By expanding the campaign with new ads like the high-energy Terry Crews spots, they kept the humor fresh and the brand relevant to both new and existing audiences. But it wasn't just about making people laugh. Old Spice introduced new product lines and ran interactive campaigns to deepen their connection with consumers. This approach reinforced the idea that Old Spice wasn't just a trendy campaign, but a brand evolving with its audience. By continually engaging with the same narrative, they extended the lifespan of the campaign and kept the brand culturally relevant, long after the initial buzz. So what can we learn from this campaign? Simple. When you understand who's really buying your product, you can create magic. Old Spice didn't just reinvent a brand. They reinvented how brands communicate. They made advertising fun again, without losing sight of the real goal: selling soap. Old Spice didn't just sell body wash. They sold confidence, humor, and a whole lot of swagger. And of course, they sold the idea that with the right scent, your man could smell like this man. That's it for today's deep dive. If you want to hear more about how brands have reshaped the marketing landscape, make sure to hit that subscribe button. Because let's be honest, you want to be the person your friends want to be like, with all these insights in your pocket. Until next time, stay sharp, stay curious, and maybe, just maybe, stay on a horse.